I guess almost 14 chapters you are done with and 2 chapters are remaining, I guess. Perfect. Aishwarya, could you please turn on your video?
My camera is not working.
Oh, camera is not working.
My
Okay, still I think so many has to join. Okay, yesterday I told you to find out something about GIGO, right?
So it's short form for garbage in, garbage out.
Ah, wow. That's good, Shritesh. So it was like just a short form for the garbage in, garbage out. So, okay. If it is a short form for the garbage in, garbage out, then what does it mean? What is garbage in, garbage out? Yes, Adrit? What is garbage in, garbage out? Anything you can tell me, whatever you are like aware of.
I'm like garbage what we keep in and the garbage what we keep out.
Okay. What about Shritesh? Do you agree with Adrit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Aishwarya, do you have any other opinion with you? What is garbage in? What is garbage out? So Adrit has said whatever the garbage we keep in and the same thing we keep it out.
Ma'am, so I think garbage in, garbage out refers to the idea in any system. The quality of output is determined by the quality of the input.
So you are talking about the language of computer. So
Yes, ma'am.
whatever we take inside our brain, like if it is a good thing, you will be thinking only good thing, good thing, good thing, and you will be bringing out the good things only. Like if I have to talk about Adrit, I am thinking only positive thing that Adrit is a very good boy, Adrit is a very disciplined boy, Shitil is a good boy. And the same thing I will be telling you all that they both are very good children, right? So whatever I think that I bring it out from my mouth. So it depends upon the quality of it. If you think negative, like okay, he is not a good boy, he's a bad boy, he always teases girls, he always do that, blah blah, all those things. So that thing you will tell your friend also. So whatever you had in your brain, you have just told the same thing to your friend also. So that is what the gigo in the term of the computer. So positive thing in your brain will bring out the positive result, and negative thing in your brain will bring out the negative output or the negative result. From this chapter also it means somehow the same thing. Whatever garbage we generate in our home, the amount of it, like if we generate less amount of it, we have to think less that how we are going to decompose it. But we if we generate lot of amount of waste material, what happen then? We have to keep on thinking that how we are going to throw, right? It happens sometimes at our home. The workers will not come to pick up the garbage. That time the mothers will be so worried, like where to throw this dustbin, the flies are flying over there, what to do. Why it is so? Because they have generated lot of garbage then. But if we generate less amount, what they should have done? They should have kept it inside the dustbin and close it. But since the amount of garbage was too much, the mother was worried lot of time, right? So that is what the garbage in, garbage out. The quantity of waste you generate is either less or more. If you generate less, it will take less time to decompose. But if you generate more garbage, then it will take more time to decompose. All right. So just let me post in the group about the attendance because like only 3 have joined. Shitej, Adrit, and Aishwarya. Okay, so that is about the chapter. Now I'm going to show you a picture and I want you to talk about that picture. All right. So you might have done in the English passage writing, paragraph writing, or giving the title to a picture also you have done. The same thing we will be doing now. We'll be doing a fun activity. So I'll just share the screen. Just let me know whether the screen is visible or not. Okay, my screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So now Kshitij, then Adrit and Aishwarya, one by one, tell me what you can see in this picture. What the picture is according to you. You will start with Aishwarya. What is given in the picture? What do you like feel by seeing the picture?
Ma'am, I think they're cleaning.
Okay, they are just cleaning it. Anything else like you can feel about it, about the picture? Anything else you can feel?
Ma'am, they're doing.
Okay, I will go to Adrit. Adrit, yes. You tell me your opinion. What do you feel after seeing this picture?
I'm in there. I'm in there. I'm in soil. Some waste materials are there, so they're cleaning it.
Okay, according to Adrit, some waste matters are there in the soil and they are just cleaning it. Okay, we'll come to Kshitij now. What according to Kshitij it is?
I think in the first picture where trees are there, those people are plucking out weeds.
Okay, fine. They are picking out the weeds. Okay, then.
And in the second picture, they're just cleaning the mud if there are like leaves or anything on the ground floor.
Okay, fine. So somehow you all three have said, yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, can I tell something?
Yeah, tell.
So, ma'am, they're collecting the garbage from the dustbins and they're keeping for the plants as a fertilizer.
Okay, fine. They are collecting the garbage, or basically they are collecting the dry leaves, we can say that, and later on they can use that as a fertilizers, not as fertilizers, but as manures. Okay, they are used as manures, but not as fertilizers. Okay, fine. One more thing I'll be adding on here. In the first picture, it was given that the normal children were just cleaning the garbage there, right? They were just sweeping the things, or they were collecting the waste material, whatever there. But in the second picture, what happens? What they were wearing in the second picture? What was it? What was the dress they were wearing? Should I share the screen again? Wait, I'll share the screen again and then tell me what they are wearing in the second picture. Okay, so this is a picture, the first one and the second one. In the first one, the uniform, and the second one, now tell me, what is the difference when you see them now? Yes, Kshitej, now could you tell me the difference between both?
And in the first picture, they're wearing different dresses. Like some people are wearing blue, and the second picture, they're all wearing some specific uniform.
Okay, so in the first picture, what happens? They are the normal people, like they are the common citizens. Everyone is there, the normal, small children are there, the big people are also there. Whereas in the second picture, they are the school children, and what they are doing, they are cleaning their ground by themselves. All right. So what they are doing, they are collecting the garbage, whatever is there, and garbage is not like the wrappers only; they can be the dry leaves also. So they are doing that service for the school. So that is what we are going to learn in this chapter, that how we can collect the garbage which is present in and around us. All right. If you have understood, just give me a thumbs up, Kshitej, Adrit, and Aishwarya. Very good. Fine. All right. We'll go to the next one now. So we'll be starting with the next The first thing what we are going to start is about the waste. All right. What we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss about the waste. Now, what is waste? What is waste?
And something which is useless and we want to throw it out.
Very good, Shrutej. Correct. Adrit. Adrit has a pen which is not working at all. So, will I be say that the pen is not suitable for Adrit, or it is like waste for him?
Ma'am, because it does not work, it is waste.
Right, because it is not working, it does not work, or we cannot change the refill also of the pen. That is why I can say that whatever the pen the Adrit has is like the waste for him. So what I did, instead of that old pen, I have given him the new pen. Now that new pen is a kind of waste for him. Yes, Adrit, the new pen which I gave you is a waste or no? No, Shruti is saying no. No. So anything which is useful for you is a kind of useful component, and anything which is like of no use or purpose, that is called as waste. So what is waste? Anything which is of no use or purpose, that is called as waste. And the waste is also called as what? It is also called as garbage. So whatever the waste we generate, together all the waste is called as garbage. So whatever waste we generate together, we call it as what? The garbage. So now you tell me which all places we can find the waste. Where all we can see the waste or the garbage we can see.
I mean, dustbins.
Okay, in the dustbin we can see the waste. Okay, then Aishwarya,
Ma'am, near the roads.
near the roads. Okay, good. Adrit, where you can see the waste?
Ma'am, in some factories.
Very good. Okay, in factories as well we can see the waste. Yes, Shritesh.
Ma'am, even in sometimes I saw in seas and oceans also some plastic.
Very good. Very good. So sometimes we can see in the near the seas area or in the sea also, on the ponds also, lakes also, the plastic generally. And you might have heard like we people also, we throw the waste whenever, wherever we go. Right? You might have heard about the tourism. Like I, for example, I'm going to Agra. Fine. And I'm a kind of person who does not care about the environment. Okay. I'm a kind of person who does not care about the environment. What I did is I just took the chips packet inside the Taj Mahal, inside that area of the Taj Mahal, and I just ate those kind of chips. And later on, what I did, I just throw that wrapper there. Do we do this?
And some people do.
Yes, exactly. We don't do that because we are well enough, we are well educated. So we never do that. But yes, some people, what do they do? Whatever they eat or whatever they things they use and whatever the waste they have in their bags, what do they do? They just throw in that particular area. Wherever we just go, they just throw that those things. Now, after throwing those things there, what happened? That becomes garbage. And the area, which is like beautiful place, Taj Mahal, get some kind of like uneasy things, right? It will not look beautiful. That is why what the people, the workers of the Taj Mahal, they have to do, they have to keep on cleaning it. They have to just keep on removing those dust particles or the waste material, the wrappers from there. Because if it is like with the dust, lot of wrappers, lot of garbage, it is there, then people will not go and visit the Taj Mahal, right? That is the reason that again and again they have to clean that area. So it is our responsibility. It is a responsibility of every citizen. What they should do, they should never throw the garbage wherever they go. They should keep inside their bag, and when after coming back to the home, they can just throw it in the dustbin. So that's the thing, we should do it. So we can see the garbage is everywhere. At our home also we can see the garbage. In the school also we can see the garbage. In offices we can see the garbage. Hospitals we can see the garbage. So Every places have the garbages, but all the garbages are of different type, right? In the hospital, you will be seeing that garbage with the lot of syringes, lot of injection syringes are there, needles are there, or the hand gloves are there, right? At home, could you find those things at home as a garbage? No, right? We are not able to find those things at home. So that is why all the kind of garbage are different at the different places. Hospital has different thing, the schools have different thing garbage, at home we have the different, at the offices we have the different, and any kind of factories have the different kind of garbages. So depending upon the place we are talking of, the garbage will be of different type. I'll just share the screen again. So waste is anything which is of no use or purpose, that is called as waste. The waste altogether is called as the garbage. Now this picture I showed you just now. I will be going to the next thing now. It is what? Okay. Now I have the other question for you. At your home, do you have the different types of dustbin? At your home, you have only one dustbin or two dustbins or three dustbins? First of all, tell me that. How many dustbins do you have at your home? Two. Shita is saying two. Yes, Adrit, how many do you have at home? Yes, Ashwarya?
Mama, two dustbins, dry and wet.
Which are the color?
Green and blue.
Okay, green and blue dustbin she has. Okay. Adrit, what two you have? Okay. Do you have the any reason for keeping those two dustbin, or simply mama has kept two dustbin at home?
I know.
Yeah, tell me, Adrit.
One is for dry and one is for wet.
Okay. Is your mama following it?
Ma'am,
Is
I
she?
don't know.
Okay, you don't know. Okay. Adrit, are you following that? Are you following? You're throwing the dry waste in the dry dustbin and the wet waste in the wet dustbin?
Yes, ma'am.
You're following it. Okay, that's great. What about Shritesh? Yes. Why you have the two dustbins there?
Same reason. Well, in one dustbin, I kind of get confused which dustbin I have to throw the wet and dry.
Okay, so I think you can put the sticker on that, or maybe you can just learn the color of the dustbin, right? Learn the dustbin usage, like which color dustbin is for what. So now we will be discussing that only, like what color of dustbin denotes for what reason. So, or what kind of garbage we should throw in what kind of dustbin. Okay, so that we will be learning now. So very important thing is the dustbin, right? So we should know what type of dustbin or what color of dustbins we should use. So here comes the color with the right usage. So you can see red color, black color, yellow color, green color, and blue color, right? Can you see those 5 colors of dustbin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first of all, we will be talking about the red dustbin. So though red is a danger sign, that is why always in the red color, the things which are like little dangerous for us are always thrown there. So red, with the help of the red dustbin, what happens is we will be throwing the plastic waste, such as the catheters. Catheters are basically kind of the instrument what they use in the hospitals. Injections they will be throwing there, syringes they will be throwing there, tubings like the bottles they will be throwing there. So whatever the waste are generated at the hospital, most of the things are thrown in the red dustbin. Now coming to the black dustbin, needles without syringes. So only needles. Syringe should not be there. Only the outer cover of it should be thrown there. The blades or any other kind of sharp sharp objects and all metal articles. So those articles which are made up of metal should be thrown in the black dustbin. Coming to the yellow dustbin, infectious waste. Do you know what is the meaning of the infectious? What is infectious? So infectious means the waste. Infectious waste means the waste which can get transfer
I have a
from,
doubt.
yeah, tell me.
And we should make note of it or no?
No need to make a note right now. I'll be just telling you when to make. Okay. First, I'll complete this and then I'll be asking you to note it down. Okay. So, infectious waste means those waste which will be transferring the disease from one person to other person. So the waste which get transfer or which can transfer the disease. Wait, I'll just erase this and I'll write again. So infectious waste, the waste which can transfer the diseases. So what do? They transfer the diseases. Now, could you give me any example, like recent example, 1 year back or 2 years back, something happened? What happened last, before few years? Which kind of disease was spreaded? Yes, Shrutij.
Coronavirus?
Yeah, coronavirus. So during that time, what happened? We were like bound to wear the mask and all those things, right? Mask, then gloves and all somewhere wearing also. So that kind of waste is what the infectious. So we should not throw that mask anywhere, because once we throw those masks anywhere, what happens? That disease which is like, or that kind of germs which are present in the mask will get transferred. That is the reason that we should throw always these kinds of waste which are used for maybe doing the surgery, or maybe we are using for our personal use, that should be thrown in the yellow color dustbin. Like for example, you might have seen the doctors wearing the gloves, or they are wearing any kind of the clothes. So after the surgery, they just remove it and they just throw it in the dustbin of yellow color. Why do they so do so? Because that uniform, or maybe that gloves, or maybe that mask can spread those germs from them to the other normal person. That is the reason we should always throw that in the yellow color dustbin. So those are the infectious waste. Okay, we'll go for the next one. So these are the infectious waste. Bandages. Bandages, cotton or any other things which is in contact with body fluids, human body parts, placenta. So you might have seen like some person, if it is like died, or might be after the surgery, if they have removed the liver of a person or the some other organ of a person, so that should also be thrown in the yellow color dustbin. So yellow color dustbin, basically it means the dustbin which has all the kind of garbage which has the infectious waste, so which can be transferred from one person to the other person. Now, a green dustbin. Green dustbin is a very normal dustbin, which is like in every home we do have, or in the society, the people they are keeping that. So examples are like office stationery, disposable paper, cups, tissue paper used for domestic purpose, and the kitchen waste. So whatever the waste we are generating at home, or whatever the plastic or whatever stationery item is there, that should be thrown in the green dustbin. Now, whereas in the last one, blue dustbin, all types of glass bottles, articles, outcarded and discarded medicine. So any medicines which is like not using now, or any expired medicine, so those can be thrown in the what? In the blue color dustbin. Clear, children?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now one more thing is missing here. What about the dry waste and what about the wet waste? In which we should have the dry waste and in which we should have the wet waste? Understood now what I have written? G, W, and BD? What is the meaning of G, W, and BD? Anything you want to like just put on? Adrit, Aishwarya, and Kshitij. Any guess?
Ma'am, I understood. Like for green, W means wet, and for blue, B means D, so B dry.
Right, right. So this is only for learning purpose. Like you get confused which dustbin is for what purpose. That is why I told you GW. So keep in mind G is for the green and W is for the wet waste, and B is for the blue dustbin and D is for the dry waste. So GW, BD. G green, W wet, B is blue, D is for the dry waste. So these are the few kind of the dustbins with their colors and with their usage. All right. So you can just note these with this table, you can just note it down. Okay.
Ma'am,
So I'll
can
just
you
give,
zoom?
okay, I'll zoom it. I'll just give you 3 minutes for it. And write the shortcut also GW and BD. Done, Aishwarya, Kshitij, and Adrit.
Oh, ma'am, 1 minute.
Okay.
Mom, I'm done.
Okay, what about the Kshitij and Adrit?
Just 30 seconds.
Okay.
Mom, this is Sritej. I'm done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. All right. So we are on the chapter garbage in, garbage out. Chapter number 16, garbage in, garbage out. So this was the picture which I showed you, where some of the people, they are just cleaning the side of the road, and the second picture, the children, they are cleaning their school premises, they are cleaning it. So in this chapter, we'll be learning about the garbage, what is garbage. Then we are going to learn about the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. After that, we'll be learning about the process of vermicomposting, and then we will be learning the few of the ways how to reduce the waste. So garbage, they are the waste items which are unwanted materials. So whatever the materials which we do not need it, or the waste items which you do not need it, they are called as the garbage. Our daily activities give rise to a large variety of waste arising from different sources. So from, like, not only from home, but yes, from other areas also, from other offices or maybe other schools, hospitals. From there also we are collecting the, or we are getting the garbage. Different types of garbage are there, like household rubbish, vegetable waste, peels of fruits, toys, plastic, broken plates, rubber tubes for vehicles, sewage sludge, waste from manufacturing activities, packaging item, rusted nails, etc., discarded cards, mobile phones, old televisions, garden waste, oil paints containers. So these are like some of the waste basically that we generate at our homes or maybe at any other area. Going to the next topic is the types of waste. It's what? The types of waste depending on their nature. So depending upon the nature of the waste, we can divide them into three categories. The first category is called as the gaseous waste. So gaseous waste means the waste which are in the form of the gas. You might have seen at home. Do you have chimneys at home? In the kitchen, do you have the chimneys?
In my grandparents' home, there's a chimney.
So what is the function of the chimney, Shitej? Why they have like put the chimney there in the kitchen?
I actually never knew how it works.
Okay, so you are not aware like how it works. Okay, fine. I'll just tell you. Basically, the chimney, what they do is, why we are keeping those chimneys in the kitchen. You might have seen your mother, like they cook in the kitchen, right? Now, when they cook in the kitchen, what do they do? Like for example, your mother, they are cooking any kind of gravy in the kitchen. So as soon as she add the vegetables in the oil, what happens there? Something comes out. What? Aishwarya, have you seen your mother cooking at home?
Yes, Mom.
So what happens when she cooks any kind of vegetable gravy or any kind of other material in the kitchen? Adrit, no idea. Okay, so I'll tell you what happens when they add anything into the oil, maybe any kind of vegetables or any kind of like other things and into the oil. All of a sudden, any some kind of like gaseous vapors starts coming out of it, right? Or maybe the oil, the hot oil starts coming up out in the form of the gas. So that gas form goes to the chimney, and chimney upper part is connected to the outside. Fine. Outside to where? To the atmosphere. Outside to the surrounding, it is connected. Fine. So it has a like, suppose this is the chimney. This chimney has been connected to the outer area of your house. So what do they do? That what is the purpose of chimney? They will be collecting all the amount of the oil, or they will be connecting all the amount of the gaseous things, and then they will be releasing that where? Into the surrounding. So what happens? Inside your home, inside your kitchen, or inside your home, you will not get that smell, or you will not get that kind of like vapors around you, and or not, you will not be getting any kind of fog like things you might have seen when they make chapatis, or when they make some kind of dosas also at home. So that smoke comes out, right? So that will not be there if we turn on the chimneys, because that will be collected by whom? By the chimneys, and they will be throwing it out. So the first kind of the waste is what? The gaseous waste. So different examples are there for the gaseous waste. We'll be discussing those examples now. In the gaseous waste, we have different examples, like the first one is sulfur dioxide. Okay, sulfur dioxide is a kind of gas. So basically in the factories and all, they generate the sulfur dioxide. Then second, again, we have a kind of gas called as nitrogen oxide. This is also generated by the factories and all. Then carbon monoxide. What is carbon monoxide? Where we can find it? We can find it in our vehicles. Like if you have car, or if you have the bikes, so they release this carbon monoxide. So these are the three different gas forms which are present in our surrounding, or which are the waste, which are very unhealthy for us. So these three kind of the gaseous waste, what do? They create the pollution. The second type of the waste is the liquid waste, which is generated in our homes, like, or maybe in the field. In the field, have you seen that some of the people, what do? They just spray some kind of spray on that crops and all. Have you seen? Like farmers adding some kind of spray onto the crops. What they are? What things they are adding actually?
You mean sprinklers?
Sprinkler is like water. That is the water sprinkler. Basically, they are sprinkling for the water, for the crops to get the water. But like if any kind of plant is affected by the weeds, like you have talked, Kshitij, you told me about weeds, right? So if any plants or any crops, they have the weed, and that height of the weed has been increased a lot. So what happened? We cannot take it with the help of the hand, or we cannot remove it. So what do is they will be taking the weedicides. Weedicides are what? They are the kind of chemical. What do they do with that? They will be just spraying on that weeds. And after spraying that weedicide on the weed, they will die. Same way, when any crop, they are affected by any kind of pest. Sometimes you might have seen like leaves will be getting some kind of small insects or small germs and all. So those are called as a pest. So those pests, to remove those pests, what do? They spray that pesticides. So pesticides are what? They are the liquid kind of waste. So they affect the plant, or they affect the crop there. Now, adding the pesticides is good for us or bad for us? Where Aishwarya has gone?
Yes, ma'am. Pencil fall down. So I went
Okay.
to
How are pesticides made?
How a pesticides are made by using the different kinds of the chemicals. Now, tell me, are these pesticides are good for us or harmful for us? Yes, Adrit, good for us or harmful for us?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Pesticides which the farmers they are adding on the crop, are they good or harmful for us?
Ma'am, harmful.
Why? Why it is harmful? Then why they are adding that pesticides on the crop if it is harmful? Yes, Kshitij, why then they are adding if it is harmful? Why the farmers then adding the pesticides on the crops? Yes, Aishwarya. Today's homework for you. Find out why are they adding the pesticides? If they are harmful, why the farmers they are adding the pesticides to the crop? And if they are useful, then okay. So find out whether they are useful, whether they are harmful. If harmful, then why the farmers are adding? And if it is harmful, what are the negative impacts on us, on our body? Yes, Shutesh, you want to ask something?
Now, what is the pesticide? Like, can it be made from natural stuff?
Natural stuffs also it can be made. Like you can make the manure same way. You have a different things for the making the pesticides as well. But yes, when you use the certain chemicals for it, then only the reaction of it will be effective. It will work so good. Otherwise, it won't work in a good rate. So find out the pesticides, why it is harmful. If it is harmful, then why so? Okay, we'll go for the third one and the last kind of the waste, which is the solid waste. So in the fields, what do we have? We have the pesticides. We have the pesticides. Then we do have the chemicals from the factories, right? You might be knowing that factories, what do? They release the chemicals. So those chemicals are also a kind of liquid waste. Then talking about the solid waste, so whatever the waste is generated at our home or maybe in the agricultural feed also. So those kind of waste are what? The solid waste. Any kind of plastic items, vegetable peels. So whatever the solid things are there, they will be coming under the solid waste. Now this solid waste are of two types. This solid waste are further divided into two major type, which are the biodegradable waste and what is second type? Non-biodegradable waste. So now tell me, what do you understand by the biodegradable and the non-biodegradable waste? What are they? Yes, Adrit. Okay, should this tell me?
Biodegradable waste or solid waste which like mix with the soil.
Okay. Then after mixing, what happens to it?
I think it just stays under the soil and decomposes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Adrit, what are the non-biodegradable waste? Whatever you know, you tell me.
Ma'am, biodegradable waste. Ma'am, they cannot be decomposed.
Okay, that cannot be decomposed. Aishwarya, according to you, which is better? Biodegradable or non-biodegradable is better?
Biodegradable.
Okay, biodegradable is better. Why is it so?
Ma'am, so that instead of polluting the environment, biodegradable, at least the plants will get the nutrients and it can
Oh,
decompose.
very good. So by using the biodegradable waste, what happens? The plants will be getting the nutrients through that. Whereas in the non-biodegradable case, what happens? No use. They will be just polluting the environment by releasing certain chemicals into the atmosphere. So that is the reason like we prefer mostly the biodegradable kind of the waste. All right. So this topic we'll be discussing tomorrow in the class. Now I want you to attend the test. A small test of 5 questions are there. I think you might be able to see it on the like upcoming test or somewhere live test category. Are you able to see it, Shritesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Adrit. So start doing that test.